Congratulations on making it to the third part of our 5-part video series on developing your own podiatry private practice.
This video will dive into the specific financial considerations needed when beginning a private practice business. Particular information such as potential revenue, equipment costs, starting up and ongoing costs will be discussed.
Plus information and costs relating to marketing and advertisement of your potential business.
Within a podiatry clinic, there are multiple ways to gain income, mainly via the turnover of patients that attend the clinic. In saying this, there are many different charges that can be put through, depending on the treatment modality, age of their patient, new patient, or the extent of their condition. Private clinics host a range of charges such as initial consult, general consult, brief or review consult, extended consult, and concession rates. Additionally, treatments that might occur at a private podiatry clinic may involve modalities such as ECSW, CSI, laser fungal treatments, or wax baths, which will incur a cost, additional to the original consult cost. Additionally, most private clinics cater for the use of private health insurance via high caps, which allows patients of the clinic to claim on the spot post-consultation. This is a great aspect to private podiatry and is a real attraction factor for patients to attend the clinic. Enhanced primary care plans, which is a government incentive, allows 5 free visits which are given to the patient via the government, also play a large role in private podiatry. Department of Veteran Affairs, DVA, is another patient that can be seen at private podiatry clinics. This system for those involved in war and provide them with access to podiatric care depending on the level of individual card, another great attraction factor for the older population.
Back to the case study. Starting a new podiatry clinic in the Boroondara area will allow a large diversity of patients to attend the clinic. In our opinion, no particular service will be our focus. Our main provider of cash flow will be a rounded number of patients attending for all types of services. As noted earlier, the ability of our private clinic to host high caps, take on EPCs, and allow for DVA patients alongside the diverse populations of the area will attract patients to the clinic.
Now we'll talk about revenue. Revenue is the amount of money that a company actually receives during a specific period, including discounts and deductions for the returned merchandise, while cash flow is the net amount of cash and cash equivalent being transferred into and out of a business. How we will create revenue. Early days, the clinic will create revenue by creating roughly this scenario. 1 podiatrist, 5 days a week from 9 AM to 6 PM, 8 working hours per day, 40 working hours per week. As a podiatrist with standard appointments of 30 minutes per patient allows for 2 patients per hour, although some patients can be less or can be more. We will do 30 minutes as a minimum. This leads to 16 patients per day at a rough cost of $70 per patient as a minimum, without any additional charges, or $5,600 per week made. Through patients attending the clinic, multiplied by weeks for the working year, 5,600 per day times 48 weeks of the year equals a total revenue of $268,000 per year.
Taking the previous scenario and placing this to our case study and our own clinic we are starting up, we will look to start with a similar approach.
While starting your own clinic and the previous revenue of $268,000 being quite high, early days with a new clinic, patients may not be consistent as well as known podiatry clinic, and therefore the figures will change. However, due to the location, socioeconomic status of the area, treatment options available such as footwork orthotic scanners, and dry needling expertise, our prices and treatments will differ to the example. Now below we will put our scenario to work.
Due to us being a new clinic, consistent patients over 8 hours is unlikely in the early days. Therefore, we will say 12 patients per day. Therefore, 12 patients times $75 per patient per day. For a general consult, this may not include additional treatments such as heel lifts or orthotic prescriptions, leads to about $900 per day coming in. 5 days of work per week will lead to a revenue of $4,500 per week at the new clinic.
50 working weeks per year is essential as a new business, as downtime will have a negative impact on an upcoming business. So $4,500 times 50 weeks, a yearly revenue of $225,000.
Now this scenario for 1 podiatrist at the new clinic. Where we want to expand to 2 podiatrists, the time fits. After 6 months, a revenue of $112,500 and a consistent amount of clients coming through the door, the need to expand to another podiatrist will be crucial and will help the business grow. Adding in value from another podiatrist allow greater overall revenue for the newly formed business. There is a vast majority of equipment that needs to be discussed when attempting to start up a private podiatry clinic. The most important and much needed equipment in regards directly to podiatry would be the equipment needed within the consultation room. The following equipment are must-haves for any podiatry practice and prices that include the cost for purposes. Podiatry chair, $3,700. Podiatry tool kicks, $250 per set, times 20 equals $5,000. A burr with vacuum is $1,700. A 3D scanner and iPad from Footwork is $750 plus $500. A desk stool allowing for $1,500 with shelving and storage coming to about $800 and an autoclave costing up to $4,000.
This equipment is essential to start off a private practice. While a lot of these are quite expensive, they are most certainly needed to attract patients to your clinic and get a steady flow of income. Over time, the amount of money on these prices will be paid back and will be worth it in the long haul. Advertising and marketing are two essential aspects to starting up a new private podiatry clinic. These two aspects allow greater knowledge and awareness that a new podiatry clinic will be 1, opening up, and 2, will be welcoming all new clients. Getting a client base up from scratch is hard enough, so advertising and getting the name and location out there is essential to try and draw in as many patients to the clinic as possible.
Potential ways to advertise a new podiatry clinic could be via the use of newspaper ads, letterbox drops, posters, signs, social media, and sponsorships. In this day and age, interactive and social media are taking over and is a great way to have a direct access to thousands of people.
Equally important is a Google rating, which will slowly increase over time. With Google being such a strong platform for those needing answers, being highly rated on this will allow for more people to visit our website and social media platforms.
Google is what gets you patients. We've tracked every single new patient that comes into our clinic. I think it's probably 93% of our new patients are from Google. Okay, wow. And they're searching Google just about either podiatrist in that location or a specific condition in that location. They'll Google. Then there's obviously social media streams, and again, social media, word of mouth, things like that really builds your reputation. Because someone might Google you, but then they'll look at your Facebook, your Instagram, and your reviews, and then they'll base their decision on which clinic to go to.
You're definitely going to have to go have a website.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be everyone I know. I'm looking at it when someone says, "Oh, do you know this practice?" The first thing I do is go on the website to see who the practitioners are, what the team philosophy is, what the values are, all that sort of stuff. So I think in this day and age, you would not have a business if you didn't have a website.